let's start with Purdue. It is no secret that Coach Brohm, once he got up to Power Five to take over at Purdue and did well. And again, they can build a team. He understands, and he was a prominent quarterback. So is his younger brother, Brian Brohm. But Coach Brohm, these guys understand the game. It's college football royalty. There are actually three Brohms at Purdue: head coach, who's the OC, the quarterback coach, and then the chief of staff. But these guys have been rocking and rolling. Did an awful lot at Purdue, and Purdue is it's not a tank, but you're in there against tanks. They always wanted to go back to Louisville. So Louisville underperforming this year somewhat. They could either fire their coaching staff or kind of give them some clues and some signals as to, hey, a change is coming. Do we got to make it? Are you going to make it? Louisville coaching staff goes to Cincinnati. After Cincinnati's coaching staff goes to Wisconsin, Coach Fickle is now at Wisconsin. Now in comes Brohm at Louisville. Is this how would you look at the move, Trevor? Because most of the time we can look at from some prism, it was a step up. Lincoln Riley going from Oklahoma to USC. Yes, it was financial, bigger stage, more visible. The style of play, if we could build that at Oklahoma, we could really do that here. Brian Kelly goes from Notre Dame to LSU. I have a wider doorway in the academics to get more kids in. I got monsters that live down here naturally. I don't have to leave the state to get kids to come to LSU. They come here anyway. Is it a lateral move, an upgrade, a downgrade for Brian Brohm to go from Purdue to Louisville?
I'll answer it this way. I don't think it matters, and here's why. Awesome job at Purdue. We mentioned that. I mean, play for the Big Ten title this year.
Yep.
But and you mentioned it, if his goal was to always get back to Louisville, then tip of the cap to him, man. He's going to chase the dream. And you know what that's going to do for Louisville is that's going to put a guy in the driver's seat that is unbelievably passionate and bought into that program, to what they're building there. He will pour his blood, sweat, and tears into each and every day. And that will cause him, given kind of the formula there, to go from being a good coach and taking what he did at Purdue and stepping up, right? And making Louisville the Louisville of the Lamar Jackson days, really competing, those types of things. But I think this is more of a personal move for Coach Brohm, with a passion deep down in his chest than, hey, I want to go win. I want to go win conference titles. I want to go play on the highest stage. So all the things that normal coaches worry about that don't have a tie to a school. I think this is passion and roots deep down in his soul that he wants. He dreamed about this opportunity. Here it is, and that's where he wants to be.
This is I think I take your point that it doesn't matter, and it's a win for Louisville.
Yes.
Just like, and we'll swing back around here on Colorado. Whatever you think about Coach Prime going to Colorado, it's a win for Colorado. Colorado hasn't had this many impressions, this many national discussions, this many anythings ever, and easily in the last 30 years. And all of a sudden, everybody, right? It's at least at a minimum, it's going to be a show. For Louisville, they get their sons back. These guys know us. They bleed us. They love it here. They this, that, the others. They know it's going to be a special kind of, we don't need to learn, well, how do you make your L? And what's the song go? Like, they don't need any of that. They come back. They dive right back in. They get going. It'll be curious now as they step into an ACC that, for the most part, the overall conference is out in the wilderness. They're out in the wilderness, Trevor. Let's just be honest.
Yep.
And even like Wake Forest is still basically Wake Forest, Clemson, still your resident landlord-ish. One's landlord, one's the maintenance guy, but the rest of them are just whatever. So that'll be curious.